This is a compilation tape for the Atari, but I think it's compilation B or compilation C. I don't have the case for it or anything. I think this probably came free with one of the Atari bits, and the games really aren't that good on it, to be honest. On side one you've got Realsport tennis, Chop Suey. Chop Suey is a fighting game, and on the other side you've got Realsport football, which is actually American football, basketball and chess. So let's take a look at this compilation. So first, this is tennis, and you can choose between intermediate, advanced. For some reason there's no beginner, and you can choose between automated, which is playing against a computer, or having two players. Now I'm the guy at the bottom. There doesn't really seem to be much. The game doesn't really require much input from you. The only time when you press the fire button, it seems that the only time when you press the fire button is to serve, and then apart from that, you just run towards the ball, and the guy will automatically hit it. You don't really seem to have any control over whether you hit the ball to the left or to the right. You don't really have any control. You don't really seem to have any control over how hard he hits it. It's always very easy to hit the ball, and it's always very difficult to make the computer miss the ball. So it's just a case of continuously going back and forth, hitting the ball back and forth over and over again. It gets boring really quickly. And this is the doubles option. Now, if you actually join in the other computer player on the bottom left, he just stands there and doesn't do anything. The other one that's completely still on the top left, I think that's supposed to be player 2. This is Chop Suey. You can choose between player versus computer, or computer versus computer, or player versus player. Now, actually, really, I quite enjoyed this game back in the day, but it really hasn't aged well. So yeah, I don't really think it's that great now, really. I forgot to say as well, you can also choose between fast and slow, which you can see it says fast in the top middle of the screen. That's the gameplay speed. But yeah, to do a move, you have to press the joystick diagonals, like for example, pressing it to the right and upwards, it might be a flying kick, and pressing it downwards and to the left might be a punch or whatever. When you press the fire button, that will turn your character around so he's facing the other way. Now the health bar system, the way it works, is quite interesting. It's hard to explain what I mean, but if you take a look at it, you'll see what I mean. Now, from time to time, a scorpion will drop through the ceiling, and you've got to jump over it. Otherwise, if it touches you, it won't kill you, but it will knock you out or whatever. This is Realsport football, and you can choose between practice game and two-player game, and regulation time and short game. Now, I've got absolutely no idea of how to play this. So I was basically just doing random things, you know, and seeing what happens. So yeah, I didn't even play the game for that long, really. This is Atari Basketball. Now this game is actually quite good. I do find it quite fun for a short while. You can see those different numbers that I'm choosing from there. Those are like, you know, doubles, two-player, player versus computer, whatever. I'm the white guy, by the way. And to tackle the other guy, you just need to run into him, and he'll automatically take the ball off him. And obviously to throw the ball at the basket, you just press the fire button. Now I'm not sure why it goes up by 2 points each time. I'm not sure if that's what happens in real basketball or whatever, but you know, I don't really understand why it's 2 points instead of 1 point. But obviously when the time runs out, whoever has got the highest score wins. And it's not too difficult either. It's quite a decent challenge. You know, it's a very simple but yet quite an addictive game. And I imagine this will be pretty damn fun on two-player, but you know, unfortunately, there isn't anyone that I know who is into playing the old school games, and this is doubles. And lastly, this is chess. Now obviously you can choose between being black or white, and you can choose between different games, like you can see which I'm doing now, and those are basically difficulties, you know, from game 1 to 8. This compilation came out in 1987, by the way. You know, but some of the games on it are very, you know, are a lot more older than 1987. Like for example, this one, it came out in 1979. Now, I actually do enjoy playing chess quite a lot in real life, but I don't really enjoy this particular game that much because it's extremely hard. You know, the computer can, even on the easiest difficulty, the computer can, you know, the computer will get me into checkmate really quickly. But yeah, that's so yeah, that's compilation C or compilation A or whatever it is on the Atari 8-bit. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.